Hi Aries, how's it going? I hope you're doing fantastic today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm just going to be pulling some random cards for you. I'm using 3 different decks. I'll pull 1 oracle card, 1 animal spirit card, and some tarot cards from this deck, okay? So let's just see what messages Spirit has for you today. Can I please have 1 oracle card from this deck, Spirit, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Okay, so your first card out is the Garden and the Gate. I'm just going to pull all the cards, and then we'll go through them. We'll go through the messages. Spirit, can I have 1 animal spirit card, please, for Aries? 1 animal spirit card for Aries. Thank you. You have the gazelle. Put that right there. And then we'll pull some, maybe 5 tarot cards, please, Spirit. 5 tarot cards. So your first one just popped up. You got the Emperor, and that's you, Aries, showing up in your reading. Awesome. Second card is the Hanged Man reversed. The third card is King of Swords. Fourth card is the High Priestess. And the 5th card is 8 of Swords reversed. So thank you for those. Let's maybe do your oracle card first, number 30. The Garden and the Gate. So this message is about abundant prosperity and staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, but be aware. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. That's a beautiful. You have the key to the gate, so the affirmation with this card is, I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day, in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's do your oracle cards now. So you got the Emperor. This is your energy showing up in your reading. This is you showing up in your reading, Aries. This is a card about stability, structure, protection, control, focus, discipline, authority. It could represent fatherhood. It's a card of decisions. It could represent a father figure in your life, or an older man. It could represent the establishment, responsibilities, practicality, control, focus. Spirit is saying that you're adopting this fatherly role regardless of whether you're male or female. You're providing for your family. You're protecting and defending your loved ones. The Emperor represents a powerful leader who demands respect and authority. Status, power, and recognition are essential to you, and you are most comfortable in a leadership role where you can command and direct others. You create law and order by applying principles or guidelines to a specific situation. Be systematic, strategic, and highly organized in your approach, and stick to your plan until the end. Through the course of your life, you have gained valuable wisdom and life experience, and now you enjoy offering guidance, advice, and direction to others who might benefit from it. You may be a teacher, a coach, a boss, or just a really good friend who likes to take what you have learned and pass it on to others. Card of structure. This card is about being in control. You are or should be in charge of your life, your environment, your body, your temper, your actions. You and you alone should be in control of your life at this time. This card gives you permission to be assertive, brave, and bold. If you've already built a solid foundation, this card indicates that your goals will be realized. This card could also represent a leader that you admire and want to follow. Okay? The Emperor, Aries energy, yeah. I like this. For some of you, this card indicates that you're involved with the established order or with someone who represents the establishment. You may have a need to identify with a powerful group and to be one of them, or you may be associating with someone else who has this need. There may be issues related to authority. As a protective male force, especially of the house and of domestic harmony, the Emperor personifies the ideal that what is worth having is worth fighting for. There may be issues with your this card can also indicate issues concerning your biological father or authority figures in general. Spirit is saying the time has arrived for you to become the authority figure rather than depending on others to provide protection. You may be struggling to achieve independence, become your own person, or reconcile father issues. Maybe someone in your life is acting as a father figure, your boss or your husband. But we'll see what the rest of the cards say. Then your next message is the Hanged Man, and it came out reversed. When a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? This is a card of being at a standstill, stalling, feeling discontent. It's a card of stagnation, delays, being impulsive. There's a fear of sacrifice, needless sacrifice, stagnation. It's a card of apathy, being at a standstill. It's a card of resistance, delays, being in a negative pattern. So you're being asked to make a sacrifice that is too big and potentially harmful to you. Maybe you're feeling confused, as though your world has been turned upside down. Spirit is telling you to pause for a moment and see things from a different perspective. You know you need to hit the pause button, but you are resisting it. You fill your days with tasks and projects, keeping busy and distracting yourself from the actual issue that needs your attention. Your spirit and body are asking you to slow down, but your mind keeps racing. So Spirit is saying stop and rest before it's too late. The universe will only dial up the volume if you ignore it. If you're getting blocked, stuck, or restricted because other people or other circumstances, you're getting blocked or stuck or restricted because of other people or other circumstances that have left you on hold. But Spirit is saying surrender to what is and let go of your attachment to how things should be. Be in flow with life. If your life has already been on pause, now you can move forward with a new perspective. You are prepared to make changes and move ahead with a new mindset. Where a relationship is on hold, you are content to wait around, but not forever. Some of you are stalling a decision or action. Spirit is saying, take the leap, make that decision before the universe decides it can't wait for you. Okay? The message on the card is, I can see this situation another way. But it came out reversed. So you're at a crossroads, but also at a standstill because you're stuck on the material plane and are neglecting your spiritual development. Denying your real needs could be causing depression, dissatisfaction, or apathy. You feel that any effort will be futile. This is because you are not being true to your inner self. You may be sacrificing yourself because of a martyr complex or indecision. Spirit is saying that it's time to end such behavior and commit yourself to a worthwhile goal that will lead to your higher good, even if it means turning your world upside down. Okay. Your next card is the King of Swords. The message on the card is, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. So decision keeps coming up. Having to make a big decision keeps coming up with all three cards. The King of Swords is Aquarius energy. So this is about authority again. This is about discipline again, having mental clarity. The King of Swords is a warrior, a counselor, a lawmaker, law enforcement, in the military. He stands for power. He's stern. He's strict. Someone who uses their head. Again, a father figure. He could represent a father. He could represent legal matters. He has high standards. He represents strength, power, routine, rationale. So very interesting that Spirit is bringing all of these up again. Like the Emperor, right? You are in your power, ruling from a place of authority and respect. You stand firm in your truth and express yourself with deep conviction. Others pay attention to what you have to say. You have a clarity of mind and can perceive the truth. It's up to you to take the lead with providing an objective point of view and making decisions based on impartial judgment. That's the Hanged Man they're talking about, with the objective point of view. You are well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify any limiting behaviors getting in the way. You are also masterful at keeping your emotions in check while you draw upon your intellectual power and mental clarity to ascertain the truth. You cut straight to the point and get to the heart of the matter. You may worry that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic, but this detachment is what you need now. Use logic and intellect to navigate the path ahead. You will need to make firm and well-researched decisions and stay fair in your dealings with others. You need to be able to take situations, look at it with total impartiality, and then come to a balanced and insightful decision. Often this king represents a professional advisor, like a solicitor or an attorney, a financial advisor. He may come across as detached or disinterested in your personal circumstances, unless it relates specifically to his skill set. This is so he can provide only the most relevant guidance to you. If you have not engaged the help of an expert, then this card suggests that it may be worthwhile getting legal or financial advice. You may also benefit from finding an advocate or mentor who can provide you with smart advice. Okay? The King of Swords represents a man or woman in a general reading like this of great strength and authority. If he stands for a person, he is involved with mental work, like a researcher, again, a lawyer, a teacher, someone in the communications field, or a military officer. He's a good counselor with acute mental dexterity. He has a gift for thinking clearly and rapidly. He's able to express his thoughts with considerable eloquence. He could also represent a situation in which mental and communication skills are called for. You may be on the verge of a spiritual breakthrough and are ready to communicate it to others in your life. And then your next card is the High Priestess. My intuition guides me to the truth, is the message on the card. This is another major arcana card. The High Priestess is all about unseen influences at work, secrets, a thirst for knowledge, hidden knowledge, sacred knowledge, your intuition, the divine feminine, your subconscious mind. Feminine wisdom, your inner voice. So this card is about knowledge that you need and that can be revealed. This knowledge is beyond logic. You must access and trust your intuition if you hope to understand it. Refrain from action for a while and instead take the time to search within yourself for the wisdom you need to move on. It could also mark the beginning of a personal spiritual journey. It also suggests sharing knowledge and not keeping secrets. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious mind and the teacher of sacred knowledge and hidden mysteries. She teaches you that the world is not always as it seems, and more profound influences are often at play. She ushers you through the thin veil of awareness, offering you a deep, intuitive understanding of how the universe and a heightened awareness of secret or hidden information. She shows up in your reading when the veil between you and the underworld is thin, and you have the opportunity to access the knowledge deep within your soul. Now is the time to be still so you can tune in to your intuition. The answers you are seeking will come from within. Your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful information. You're being called to embrace the divine feminine. Be proud of your ability to nurture, trust, sense, and emphasize instead of hiding it away. You're experiencing awareness of the invisible world, where inner change takes place before it manifests in the outer material world. Your attunement to these inner invisible sources is acute now, and you're in a position to take advantage of this. You may want to practice meditation to go deeper into your inner core. Tune into your inner voice and spiritual awareness by whatever meditative method works for you. The High Priestess indicates that something hidden or within you is preparing to come forth, or that you need to pay more attention to your inner world of dreams, imagination, and intuition. Usually you know the importance of developing this part of your life, but you may have been holding back out of fear or lack of motivation. The High Priestess may also indicate that you're attempting to hide something that needs to be revealed. The High Priestess represents our potentials that have yet to be discovered and manifested, our secret selves longing to be recognized. And then your last card, tarot card, is the Eight of Swords, and it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. The message on the card is, I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Okay, I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Gemini energy. This is a card that's Spirit is bringing up clarity again, having clarity. It's a card of freedom, releasing negative thoughts, being open to new perspectives, taking control. You're a survivor. It's about being empowered, self-acceptance, surrendering. So Spirit is with this card, Spirit is bringing up again clarity, facing your fears, being open to new perspectives, self-acceptance, surrendering, taking control, all of which they've touched on already. Limiting self-beliefs plague you, preventing you from moving forward. You may tell yourself that you don't deserve to be wealthy, preventing yourself from receiving financial abundance, even if it's offered to you. Or you might conclude you are too old to lose weight, leaving you unhappy with your body and your health. The beliefs you hold about yourself are preventing you from achieving your personal goals. Spirit is telling you to change your belief system. Catch yourself when you're in a negative thought pattern and break the cycle. I've already talked about breaking the cycle. You are more prone to negative self-talk and suffering at the hands of your inner critic. You feel trapped because every time you try to do something, your inner critic tells you why it's wrong or not good enough, so you give up trying altogether. Skeletons in the closet need clearing out. Allow yourself to let go of the old patterns of behavior and belief systems holding you back. You're releasing yourself from negative patterns and belief systems. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you can create a more positive reality for yourself by letting go of those self-limiting beliefs. You made it through a difficult time, and you are more open to change and self-acceptance. Reflect on what worked in the past and change your perspective and approach. Acknowledge the options in front of you and refuse to play the role of the victim, taking greater accountability for where you are in life. This card reversed suggests that the feeling of entrapment is in your mind. You thought about things in such a way that they've become traps and dangers, but either they aren't real or they aren't what you've made them out to be. This card is also saying that what is already wrong can get worse, or that a difficult situation is approaching. So make sure all your affairs are in the best possible order. If you've been putting off paying your taxes, getting insurance, or settling some legal matter, Spirit is bringing up the legal matter again. Take care of it promptly. Your well-being depends on using your head and preparing for unexpected emergencies. Okay, and then let's talk about your animal spirit card. You got the gazelle. So let me just get to this. Gazelle, fire sign like you. Gazelle, heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hypervigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. That kind of goes hand in hand with this card, doesn't it? The beautiful garden. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. When you are in balance, you're graceful, perceptive, and artistic. When you are out of balance, you have insomnia, a racing mind, and food allergies. To bring yourself back into balance, Spirit is recommending yin yoga, a cozy home, and good food. That works every time. So Aries, that is your reading. I hope you receive some insight or guidance from those messages today. Thank you so much for letting me channel them for you. Take good care. Bye.